Third principle from the introduction. We are both person and body. Person and body. This is connected with freedom and finitude. Our freedom that we have shouldn't lead us to despise our body. We are a duality of free and finite, but we don't have a dualism where the two are opposed or radically separate. Both body and soul, again, as we've seen in this course, are important and integral to the human person. We can see both sides. And importantly for bioethics and for ethics more generally, the body is the way we have access to the free spirit. The body is, in fact, the only way we have access to the free spirit. How do you know what's going on in someone's mind? You observe their body, or you hear their words that are spoken through their body to your body. All of our interaction with other persons is mediated through the body. The body is the place that we encounter and know other persons. The body is the incarnation of our spirit. It's the locus of personal presence. It's the place where personhood comes to be present. Creatures with a living, bodily, human presence are persons. So the limitations of our body and the concrete historical situation of our body means that we have a personal history that goes beyond just our conscious awareness. What we are and who we are as persons is more than just what we are consciously, mentally aware of. Being a person doesn't require having knowledge of everything that you're doing or have done, and sometimes doesn't even include awareness at all. We have many stages of our lives where we don't have this awareness, starting with our whole time that we're asleep. While we're sleeping, we have no awareness of what's going on in us or around us. And yet we remain persons, living persons. Even in a limited sense, active. Our bodies are still active. So we all have a personal history and personal life that extends beyond just our conscious awareness. A striking illustration of this that I've been impressed with recently is looking at Augustine's Confessions that I know most of you have had a chance to see in classes with Dr. Blander or others. How does Augustine's Confessions begin, along with the rumination on prayer and God's nature? His biography, the biographical portion, begins with his conception and infancy. And he's struck by the fact that he has a history that he doesn't know the beginning of, that he only knows the beginning of because somebody has told him. He only knows what he was like as a kid because of what people have told him and his own observation of other kids that he can extrapolate from. But he doesn't remember his birth. He doesn't remember crying as a 1-year-old. And yet he was there, and that was him. So as Mailander puts it on page 6, our personal histories begin in dependence. They begin first within our mother's womb, and then as newborns. There are histories, even though we couldn't exercise our personal capacities throughout every point in that history. So Augustine's own biography in the Confessions is, I think, a very beautiful observation of that. The role of memory in Augustine's Confessions is very important. So every embodied human has a personal history. The person and body are connected and inextricably bound up with one another. The life is their life, whether they're able to understand or communicate it to others or not. The bodily presence that we have, the fact that we are present as bodies, is important in Christian ethics. So our freedom and finitude is matched by the union of person and body.